Today we begin with a major development in West Asia. After over 2 years of the Israel-Hamas war, President Donald Trump has announced that Israel and Hamas have agreed to a first phase of a ceasefire in Gaza. The president announced the agreement on his Truce social network, saying that all hostages held in Gaza would be released soon. The announcement for the peace deal came just hours after an unexpected moment at a public event when Secretary of State Marco Rubio handed President Trump a note. The message informed him that the deal was ready for an announcement. Trump read it and later declared that officials are very close to a Gaza deal before confirming it on Truth Social to the world. He also hinted that he may travel to Egypt over the weekend. Then, speaking later to Fox News, President Trump said the United States would help rebuild Gaza and support long-term peace efforts.
You'll see Gaza being rebuilt. We're forming a council, the Council of Peace. It's going to be very powerful, and it's going to have a lot to do with the whole Gaza situation. People are going to be taken care of.
Then later on Wednesday, President Trump also spoke with the families of Israeli hostages on a phone call and told them that their loved ones will return on Monday.
Mr. President, we believe in you. We know you've done so much for us over the past, since you became a president, and even before that. And we trust you fulfill the mission until every hostage, every 48 of the hostages are home. Thank you so much. Blessed be the peacemakers.
God bless you, Mr. President. God bless America.
Scenes of relief and celebration emerged across both sides. In Tel Aviv, families of hostages embraced each other after Trump's televised statement. Israelis dressed as President Trump waved the US flag while dancing and singing, as families and supporters joined in the celebration. Meanwhile, in Khan Yunis in Gaza, Palestinians took to the streets, cheering what they believe could be the start of an end to the war that has been raging for 2 years. The announcement comes days after an intense indirect negotiations mediated by Egypt, Qatar, Turkey, and the United States. According to reports, the agreement will be formally signed in Egypt later today. The terms of the deal lay out a carefully sequenced exchange. Under the deal, Hamas will release 20 living hostages as part of the first phase. Israel, in turn, will free nearly 2,000 Palestinian prisoners, including 250 serving life sentences. The exchange process is expected to unfold within 72 hours of the deal taking effect. The ceasefire will also open the gates for humanitarian relief. A minimum of 400 aid trucks are set to enter Gaza daily for the first 5 days, with more to follow as the situation stabilizes. The agreement also provides for the return of displaced Palestinians from southern Gaza back to Gaza City and the northern areas. Additionally, it calls for a phased withdrawal of Israeli troops from certain areas. In a statement, Hamas urged Trump to ensure that Israel fully implements the deal and not delay its obligations. In fact, after the deal was announced, Israeli Prime Minister hailed the ceasefire as a great day. Prime Minister Netanyahu and President Trump spoke soon after the announcement, describing their conversation as moving. The deal has also drawn swift international response. India's Prime Minister Narendra Modi applauded the peace plan, calling Prime Minister Netanyahu a strong leader. UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres and Canadian Prime Minister Mark Carney also welcomed the announcement. However, reports from Gaza's Civil Defense Agency on Thursday morning indicated that several strikes were still taking place in parts of the territory. So, as the world watches the first steps of this delicate truce unfold, the coming hours will decide whether this agreement truly signals the beginning of an enduring calm or just another fleeting pause in a cycle of conflict that has defied peace for generations.
Want the facts?
The latest developments?
News that gets straight to the point.
Well, we've got all three just for you. This is Firstpost Live, a brand new show, your window into what really matters.
Don't miss it.